Very good afternoon to all of you. I am Saral Nashier with you today once again with some another session. So first of all, welcome to all of you to BYJU'S Exam Prep. So we have started a new series of sessions here, as you can see on the screen. It is for CAT 2023 kids. So what are we going to discuss in this series? Of course, I would tell you about that as well. But before I start, can you just confirm it once? Is everything fine? I hope no technical issues are there. Everything is fine. Hi Kumarasan, good afternoon. So good afternoon others as well. I'm sure all of you can hear me and see me properly. So as I told you, it's a series for CAT 2023 people. Of course, many of you would have just started to prepare for CAT 2023. CAT 2022 just happened. Even the result is awaited till now. So, when you start with the preparation, of course, there are three things which are there. One is verbal ability, the other one is LRDI, and the third one is quantitative ability. And when I talk about quantitative ability here, of course, here in this series, I'm going to take up only basics of quant, that is the faster calculations. These are the things that I'm going to discuss in this complete series. So we'll be having a lot of sessions. We'll be discussing about Vedic mathematics, that what exactly is there in Vedic maths, what do we do there. So these are the things we'll be discussing here. Okay. So everything is fine. Thank you, Vinay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Crazy Gamer. Good afternoon, SSD. Shraddha Sharma. I'm good, Shraddha. How are you? How are you, Crazy? I'm good. Thank you. Hi, Yogesh. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all other people as well. So in this series of sessions, we are going to start with some Vedic mathematics things, basically things which are related to calculations, squares, cubes, and all these are the things I will be starting with. In this series, first five sessions that I will be taking, they would be based upon Vedic mathematics. After that, we'll be talking about percentages, we'll be talking about profit, loss, and discount, we'll be talking about the other areas of quant as well. We'll be talking about those one by one, right? We'll be having these sessions, of course, most probably within 4 or 5 days, sometimes 7 days as well. You can find out the schedule on BYJU'S Y2 YT exam, BYJU'S Exam Prep YT channel itself. Just subscribe to the channel. Of course, you'll keep getting the notifications for that. As we are starting today, so I'll be just talking about some very basic things which are required for calculation in our today's class. And later on in the upcoming sessions, as I just said, I'll be talking about the squares as well. I'll be talking about cubes as well. I'll be talking about the other multiplication things which are required. We'll be talking about all those things in our upcoming sessions. Okay. Hello Chirag, IFT prep plan. I think I took a session yesterday only, Chirag, on that. I mean, for the last 7 days, what should you do? So I think you can go with that. Okay, so it'll be better. Okay, great, Shraddha Sharma. That's good. चलिए, so I think we should start now with our class. Start कर देते हैं. So today's class is about faster calculations, the basics of it. Okay. Now, first of all, what is the need of faster calculations? Would CAT be asking you questions based upon calculations? Let me tell you, CAT does not ask you questions on that, right? So they would not be asking you questions where you have to calculate large calculations like 637 into 729 is how much. Such kind of questions would never be there. I mean, such kind of calculations would hardly be needed rather in any of the questions, right? But yes, an approximation of such kind of things would always be needed. The options would be given to you in such a way that you just have to approximate things and you do not have to exactly calculate what is that. If he's asking you that 2378 is what percentage of 14,589, let's say, I mean, random में कुछ भी बोल दे रहा हूँ. So he would not be giving you options like, okay, one option is 15.3%, one option is 15.5%, one option is 15.9. No, he would be giving you options like 15%, 20%, 25%, 30%, so that you can immediately at least approximate that what value is it going to be. That's exactly what is needed while doing these questions, and some of the tricks are there which are going to be useful for us to make some of the calculations easy for us. I'll be talking about those in our today's class itself. So let's start with the first thing, that is the concept of the base. So here today, when I'm starting with faster calculations, actually I am talking about a lot of concepts which have been discussed in books of Vedic mathematics. What I have studied actually, there was a book of Vedic mathematics written by Shri Kajara Adi Shankaracharya ji, and it has got a lot of sutra, right? Basically, sutra is the Hindi word for formula, so it has got a lot of sutra. So, sutra mein they have actually explained a lot of shortcuts for doing questions. Not only that, they have also given an explanation that how did they reach that particular shortcut. And through that, I understood actually this concept of base is very important while doing any fast calculation in quantitative aptitude. Okay. So, what is that concept of base? Let us start with that. Good afternoon, music core. Let us say I ask you a question here. What is 72 into 99? What is 72 into 99? I'm pretty sure that all of you know about this method. That is 72 into 99 is 9 to the 18, 8, 1 carry over, 63 plus 164, and then again 648. And then we add them and we get the answer. There's nothing wrong with that. That is the general method of doing the question. But if you have to do it fast, once again, I'm pretty sure that most of you would do this. You would write 99 as 100 minus 1 so that it becomes 72 100 minus 72, and you can get the answer not only fast, but this is probably a process through which you can even do it mentally, right? You don't even require some copy or pen with you. With a little bit of mental work also you can calculate it. Now, why have you written 99 as 100 minus 1? Did anyone teach you this? Of course, no one taught you this. You definitely know that multiplication with 100 is very easy with respect to 99. Rather, if you multiply with 1, 10, 100, 1000, so on and so forth, multiplication with these numbers is actually very easy. Isn't it? Right? Am I correct here? Probably the easiest multiplication a person can have is with 0, right? Because whatever you multiply with 0, it becomes 0. The second easiest multiplication, in my opinion, is with 1. And after that, you have multiplication with 10, 100, 1000, so on and so forth, because you just have to put some zeros in front of it. So these calculations are easy to do, right? And therefore, most of these calculations, which are actually there in Vedic maths as well, the shortcuts which are formed by them, they are based upon these numbers itself, 1, 10, 100, 1000, etc. And these are all powers of 10. These powers of 10 are called my base. So now I will be using this word base a lot many times later on as well. Whenever I'm explaining you a concept, I probably would be saying that what is the base of this calculation, right? So you would be thinking that, okay, base of this calculation is 10 or 100 or 1000. I mean, which number is there which is closer to it? Through that, you would be able to make it easy, right? And that again is something that you can understand by yourself. Suppose it was 72 into 999. Of course, you would not have written 999 as 100 plus 899, right? You would have automatically written it as 1000 minus 1. Similarly, even if it was 72 into 992, still you would not write it as 100 plus something or 990 plus something. Still you would write it as 1000 minus it. I'm sure that you guys already are aware of this fact that, okay, which is the number in which I should convert it to make my job easy, right? And also, if I'm multiplying 72 with 198, there also I'm sure that most of you would not write 100 plus 98. You would write 200 minus 2, because you know that if you can't make the number closer to 100 or 200, sorry, 1000 or 10, then in that case you look for their multiples. Even that would make your job easy. Rather than multiplying 72 directly with 98, still I would say that writing 200 minus 2 is still easier than that, right? There are a few things, of course, which are question specific. वो करते करते आपको समझ आएंगे. जैसे you might suddenly see, अरे इसमें तो I can take out 2 common. 2 common आते it becomes 144 outside, inside it is 100 minus 1. So this again becomes easy for me. But that is very question specific. As I just said कि चलो ठीक है 72 में ये काम कर जा रहा है, 198 में ये काम कर जा रहा है, 199 में ये. So with which number what is going to work, that of course will be able to understand by ourselves. No one is going to teach this to us. Okay. So this is what base is. The whole of Vedic mathematics, you would see all the shortcuts and all, they are based upon this base. I am sure that all of you have understood what is a base. Can you just confirm it once through the chat box whether you have got my point? What am I calling as base? Base is, once again, if I just reiterate it, that any power of 10 is called a base. And sometimes when you can't make the calculation closer to a power of 10, you look for a multiple of that. ठीक है? अगर 19 है तो rather than writing 10 plus 9, we would better write 20 minus 1. अगर 392 है तो rather than writing 300 plus 92 or 100 plus 292, I would prefer to write 400 minus 8. So that ways we will be able to understand that what is my base, which make my job easy here. Okay. Yes, so Varsha says yes, clear, though I was expecting from others as well. I hope a little while later you would be definitely answering it to me. Now, I'll move to the first thing, that is multiplication with 5, 25, 125. How can we make these calculations easy? Okay. Now, when I talk about 5, 25, 125, etc., so basically, can I use the base here? Of course, I can. The point is, 5 can be written as 10 divided by 2. 25 can be written as 100 divided by 4. 125 can be written as 1000 divided by 8. Next, even if it was 625, it can be written as 10,000 divided by 16. Basically, any power of 5 is equal to the same power of 10 divided by the power of 2, because power of 2 into power of 5 is power of 10. That we all know. 2 raised to the power n is into 5 raised to the power n is 10 raised to the power n. So any power of 5 can be written as 10 raised to the power n divided by 2 raised to the power n. So if 5 square is there, which is 25, it can be written as 10 square by 2 square, 100 by 4. 125 is 5 cube, it can be written as 10 cube divided by 2 cube. 625 is 5 to the power 4, it can be written as 10 to the power 4 divided by 2 to the power 4. That way we can write that. How does it help me now? That's the next question, right? Let us say I am doing a multiplication here. The multiplication is, let's say, question is 424 is multiplied by 5. Of course, we know the method. 5 fours are 20, 5 twos are 10, plus 1 11, plus 2 12, 1 carry over, 5 fours are 20 plus 1. But when you are mentally doing it, 424 into 5, just try it with me. Probably you would be doing 5 fours are 20, 0 is the carryover, 0 is there, 2 is the carryover, 5 twos are 10 plus 2 carry over. तब तक मैं फर्स्ट डिजिट भूल जाऊंगा, और या फिर अगर मुझे वो याद भी है फर्स्ट डिजिट, तो मैं वो कैरी ओवर भूल जाऊंगा, और अगर वो दोनों याद भी है तो वो नंबर ही भूल जाऊंगा विच आई एम मल्टीप्लाइंग. I mean, we do not have compartments in our mind so that we can do it that fast, right? But if 424 into 5 is to be written as 424 into 10 by 2, probably this is easy. 424 into 5, I would half 424. Half of 424 is 212, and then multiplying by 10, that means just putting a 0. So I can straight away say that 424 into 5 is 2120, and this can be done mentally, right? Moreover, this is easy to do as well, because you just have to divide by 2 and put a 0 in front of the number. Dividing by 2 is always easy for us rather than multiplying by 5, isn't it? If I give you a question and I ask you to divide by 2, probably you would be more comfortable dividing by 2 rather than multiplying by 5, right? Let me take another example. If I have to multiply 678 with 5, it is better to write 678 into 10 by 2. Divide 678 by 2. 2 3s are 6 and 2 39s are 78. Just put a 0 with that and my answer is 3390. Okay. I am pretty sure many of you would be having this question. नहीं सर ये तो चलिए ठीक है, आप बार बार even number ले रहे हैं. What if there is an odd number? Yes, that's a valid question. अगर odd number होगा तो क्या करेंगे? If I have a number like 143, this is to be multiplied by 5. So it is as good as 143 into 10 divided by 2. So 2 sevens are 14, 2 ones are 2.5 आएगा. But when we multiply by 10, that point goes off and my answer is 715. So even if it is an odd number, the only thing is, rather than writing that 0.5 at the end and then multiplying by 10, it is better to straight away write 5 at the end. Please tell me in the chat box, is it clear to you whatever am I saying? Are you finding it easy as well? आपको लग रहा है कि हाँ यार, this is something probably that can make our job easy? Let me take another example. 5799 is multiplied by 5. Just divide by 2. 2 twos are 4. 2 8 जा 16, 2 9 जा 18, 2 9 जा 18, 0.5 आएगा, 0.5 हटा देता हूं, and my answer is 28995. And you can see, actually you can do that pretty fast. Rather than multiplying by 5, it becomes much easy for us. And when you divide a number by 2, either you'll be getting completely divisible, or you'll be getting 0.5, and therefore you can say every number which when divided by 5, it always ends with a 0 or 5. Every number which is a multiple of 5, it always ends with a 0 or 5. That is the simple rule, which actually comes from this only. In a way you can say कि भैया 2 से डिवाइड करते हैं तो पीछे 5 आएगा या 0.0 आएगा, तो इसका मतलब 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद I would be either having a 5 at the end or 0 at the end. That's a simple rule of. This is how we can do it a little easy. Now let's talk about 25 as well. What if I have a number like this, that 20334 or 2344 is to be multiplied by 25? See, anyways, it is not that easy. Even if you are doing 2344 into 25, वो वैसे भी आसान काम नहीं है. It's slightly difficult to do. But how can you make it easy here? So 2344 into 100 divided by 4. And once again, you would see dividing by 4 is much easier than multiplying by 25. So 4 5s are 20, 4 8s are 32, 4 6s are 24. And then you put two zeros ahead of it and you see how fast you can do the question. 2344 into 25 is equal to 58600, and this gives you the right answer for this question, that how do we multiply by 25. Once again, I'm sure you will be having this question, sir, what about something like 238 into 25? 238 में 238 is not divisible by 4. So what do we do here? अगर वो divisible नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे? So as I said, जैसे 2 के केस में था, I told you कि end में जो है 10 से multiply करना ही है, so write 5 as it is. Similarly, यहाँ पे ultimately you have to multiply by 100. So last two digits, write them as it is rather than having a decimal there. So it is 238 into 100 divided by 4. 4 5s are 20, and then 3 is remaining. 4 9s are 36 and 2 is remaining. 2 by 4 is 0.50. So rather than writing 0.50, straight away write 50, and this becomes 238 into 25. This becomes 238 into 25. Let me take another example. 1737, it is multiplied by 25. 1737. I would straight away say divide by 4. 4 4s are 16, 1 carry over, 4 3s are 12, 1 carry over, 4 4s are 16, 1 carry over. 1 by 4 is 0.25. You straight away write 25. So therefore my answer is 43425. Because you have to multiply, divide by 4, and then you have to multiply by 100. So multiplying by 100 means that you have to write the last two digits which are after the decimal point as it is. If there is no decimal, you put two zeros. If there is a decimal, you write the last two digits as it is. So in case of 238, the last two were coming out to be 0.50. I straight away wrote 50. This time they were coming out to be 0.25. I straight away wrote them 25. Similarly, if it is 0.75, you would straight away write 75. Right? Let me take another example. 447 into 25. So I'm saying divide by 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, and then 3. 3 by 4 is 0.75. But for me, it is 75, and the product is 11175. And once again, you would see you are able to do it really fast. Yes, is that clear to all? Please tell me, guys, is there any question that you are having? Please, whenever you have a question, write it in the chat box. In this series, whatever sessions we are having, I am sure अगर आप हर session में आएंगे, after these 5 sessions of calculation techniques, you definitely be much better at calculations. You just have to practice them a little bit at home. ये पक्का करना है. Just by looking at them, you won't be able to understand. But yes, do practice them a little bit, and you will find things are pretty easy for you then. Once again, when I divide a number by 4, it might be ending with 00 or 50 or 25 or 75. So therefore you can say whenever a number is divided by 25, sorry, multiplied by 25, it either ends with 00 or 25 or 50 or 75. So these are the possibilities which are there. When a number is divided by 25, multiplied with 25, the last two digits of the number can only be these. The simple reason is because when you divide a number by 4, at the end, either you would be having 0.00 or you would be having 0.25 or you would be having 0.50 or 0.75. वही यहाँ पे हो गया, मल्टीप्लाई करने पे ये बन जाता है. And once these two things are clear, I am pretty sure that you would have understood कि 125 से मल्टीप्लाई करने का क्या तरीका है, तो वो आपको अपने आप ही समझ में आ गया होगा, isn't it? Let us say I am multiplying 848 with 125. So 125 can also be written as 1000 divided by 8. Just divide by 8, 106, multiply by 1000, and that gives you the answer as 106000. Of course, the first number I always take as a multiple, straight away divisible by that particular number, ताकि आपको आसान नजर आए. फिर उसके बाद चीजें समझ में आ जाती है, that what if there is another case, then what is to be done. For example, if the number is 740 and it is to be multiplying by 125, so I'll divide 740 by 8 and then I multiply by 1000. So 8 9s are 72, bacha 2, 8 2s are 16, bacha 4, 4 by 8 is 0.5, but I need to multiply by 1000. So 0.5 को मैं 500 लिख दूंगा, because ultimately I would be writing the last three digits as it is. So 0.5 को I would be writing 500. It's as simple as this, right? Let me take another example. 1333 is to be multiplied by 125. So just divide by 8, right? 1333 को 8 से divide करता हूं. 8 1s are 8, 5 is remaining. 8 6s are 48, 5 is remaining. 8 6s are 48, 5 is remaining. 5 divided by 8 is 0.625. Rather than writing 0.625, you write straight away 625, and therefore you can say this is the product. So once again, when you multiply a number by 125, you can say the last three digits would be 000, 125, 250, 375, 500, 675, 750 और 875. बेसिकली ये मैं कहां से ला रहा हूं, बिकॉज 1/8 इज 12.5% में, या डेसिमल में 0.125. 2/8 is 0.25, 3/8 is 0.375, 4/8 is 0.5. वही सब तो मैंने यहाँ लिखे हुए हैं. Through that we get to know about it. I am sure that this is understood to all of you. So if this part is clear, can I move ahead to our next part? Can you please tell me, guys, through the chat box? Is this clearly understood to all of you? That how do we multiply with any power of 5 and how do we actually make them pretty easy, right? Multiplying with 525, 125, etc. How can they be made easy? How the multiplication can be made easy? This is going to be useful for us while doing upcoming questions as well. क्योंकि जैसा मैंने बताया, कैट आपसे डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस तो नहीं पूछता. They would not be asking you straight away questions like these, but there would be a part of some question. There would be a part of some question in data interpretation as well, because many a times in data interpretation you have to do some calculations. There it might be needed, and similarly here. Okay. Now, so we have also discussed the logic with it, that why are we doing this? As you can see, 1000 by 8 is 125, 100 by 4. That ways we have understood. The next thing, multiplication with some more numbers, like multiplication with 11, 111, 4 times 1, 101, 1001. They also have a certain method through which you can make your job easy. That's what I'm going to discuss now. Of course, you might not be very much fascinated by a multiplication by 11, because you would say, sir, 11 का multiplication तो वैसे भी कितना ही मुश्किल है. We can do that really fast, right? I understand. But a multiplication with 111 or 4 times 1 or something, or 101 or something, these probably can help you. This is what I'm going to discuss now in this scenario, and there also I would be discussing the method for it, that why do we do that. Not only that, okay, कि ये एक जादू चल रहा है, मतलब उसका पक्का एक reason है which we have to understand. Okay. Oh, thank you, Shraddha Sharma. Thank you very much. So let's start with it. Multiplication with 11. The simple reason is 11 can be written as 10 plus 1. So when you have to multiply a number by 11, let us say you are multiplying 234 by 11. So it is like 234 into 10 plus 234 into 1, right? That is 234 into 11. 234 into 10 is 2340, and 234 into 1 is 234. So you would be writing 4 as it is. Then you would be adding 4 and 3, 7. You would be writing 3 and 2, 5. You would be writing 2 and nothing, that is 2 straight away. That is the method for multiplication with 11. So what would I tell you if you want to multiply by 11, right? I would say write the last digit as it is, that is 4. Then add 4 with 3, it is 7. Add 3 with 2, it is 5. Add 2 with nothing, it is 2. So my answer is 2, 5, 7, 4. That is what the multiplication with 11 is. देखिए रीजन वो है जो राइट साइड में लिखा हुआ है, बट यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू डू दैट ऑल द टाइम्स, राइट? Using that reason, I can make my job a little easy rather than proving them all the times during the exam time. वहां मैं प्रूव थोड़ी करूंगा कि नहीं देखो ये तो इसी से प्रूव होता है, तो why to learn that? There is something which can save your time, so we should definitely learn that thing. For example, if I have to multiply 7, 5, 1, 3, 4, 8 with 11, I have to multiply this by 11. So see how fast you can do. 8, 8 plus 4, 12, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 1, 8, 3 plus 1, 4, 1 plus 5, 6, 5 plus 7, 12, and 7 plus 1, 8. So this is my answer. I just kept on adding the carryover with the numbers as well. So जैसे मेरे पास 8 plus 4, 12 आया, so next time when I did 4 plus 3, 7, उसमें carryover भी add किया, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 1 carryover, that was it. Then 3 plus 1 में कुछ कैरी ओवर पीछे से आया ही नहीं था. 1 plus 5 में there was no carry over, I wrote it as 6. 5 plus 7 में there was no carry over, I wrote 12. But that sent a carry over of 1 ahead. तो जब 7 में कुछ भी ऐड नहीं हो रहा था, that 1 carry over was being added, and that gave me the answer as 8264828. I am sure this is understood to all of you. समझ आ गया है आपको? How can we multiply by 11 real fast? Last digit as it is. उसके बाद next two are added, next two are added, next two are added, next two are added. तब तक करते रहिए जब तक कर पाए. जब वो खत्म हो जाएगा, just stop there, and that's it. This is what we call multiplication by 11. Now, exactly in a similar way, the way we are multiplying by 11, exactly in a similar way, if you are multiplying by triple one, अब 11 was 10 plus 1. So what is triple one? Triple one is 100 plus 10 plus 1. Of course, you can understand that. And once again, if I go by the same method, 100 plus 10 plus 1, if I multiply by 100, I multiply by 10, I multiply by 1, and then I add them, that also actually creates a pattern through which we will be able to understand that how fast we can multiply. Let me try that now, that how do we multiply fast with triple one. Let me write a smaller number first, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, and let's say I'm multiplying it by triple one. The only difference is double one multiplication and with triple one multiplication is in double one you had two ones, so only two digits were added, right? Previously 8 plus 4, then 4 plus something, then 3 plus something. So every time I was adding 2, because 3 ones are here, every time you would be adding 3. And this will also give you a general method. If 4 times 1 are there, what is to be done? 5 times 1 are there, what is to be done? वो आप खुद ही समझते हैं. Okay, so let's try to multiply by this now. Just a second, guys. Okay, so let's try to multiply this now. So कैसे करना है ध्यान दीजिएगा. First digit would be written as it is. The way we did in 11, 2 plus 4, 2 plus 4 was equal to 6. Now the only extra step that you have to pay attention, because 3 times 1 is there, right? There is 3 times 1 with us. If 3 times 1 is there, you also do then 2 plus 4 plus 1. After doing the 2 plus 4, you would be doing 2 plus 4 plus 1 as well. So add these three digits together. So 2 plus 4 plus 1 is equal to 7. And now keep adding 3. Next 3 are 3 plus 1 plus 4. 3 plus 1 plus 4 is 8. Next 3 are 2 plus 3 plus 1. 2 plus 3 plus 1 is equal to 6. अब next तो 3 है ही नहीं. There are only 2. That is 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5. Next तो 2 है ही नहीं. There is only 1, which is 2 alone. So my answer is 2. So answer is 2, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 2. Right? 2, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 2. I repeat. सबसे पहले मैंने क्या किया? First of all, I wrote 2 as it is. First of all, I wrote 2 as it is. After that, I did 4 plus 2. That 4 plus 2 gave me 6. After that, I did 1 plus 4 plus 2. That 1 plus 4 plus 2 gave me 7. So first I said 2, then I took 4, then 2 plus 4, then I took 2 plus 4 plus 1, that gave me 7. And once I have added 3 digits, that is 2 plus 4 plus 1, Now you add the next three digits. The next three digits were 3 plus 1 plus 4. And 3 plus 1 plus 4 gave me 8. Then the next three digits were 2 plus 3 plus 1. Those 2 plus 3 plus 1 gave me 6. Then the next three digits, the next three were not there, वो 2 ही थी actually, है ना? 3 plus 2 plus something होता, वो था ही नहीं something, so that gave me 5. And finally, 2 alone gave me 2. This is how the pattern follows. You start with one digit, add 2, add 3, add 4. As many digits are to be added, as many ones are there. And then start jumping with a pair of that, and that ways you will get the answer for this question. Can you please tell me, guys, is this understood to you? समझ आया है आपको? This is going to be a useful method for you in some of the questions. And I would tell you, आप ये मत समझिएगा कि सिर्फ वही काम आएगा when you have to multiply with triple one something, right? There have been questions which are much difficult, and actually they can be done very easily using this process. I will tell you about that कि वो कैसे कितने आसान आपके पास हो जाते हैं. What is the right way of doing them? This is what I'm going to tell you in this session itself. Okay, let me take another example to just explain it to you. What if I have 3, 4, 0, 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, and I am multiplying it with 1, 1, 1, 1. 4 times 1 is being multiplied with it. 4 times 1 is being multiplied with it. So please try to just follow me. First digit would be written as it is, which is equal to 4. After that, I would be doing 4 plus 3, which is equal to 7. After that, I would be doing 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is equal to 9. And after that, I would be doing 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is equal to 13 with the carryover of 1. And why did I add 4 digits? Because this time I took 4 ones. If 4 ones are there, that means 4 of them are to be added. Now you just need to do add next 4, next 4, next 4 जब तक आप कर पाए. जब 4 ना बने, take 3, 2, 1 and then close it. So the next 4 are 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3. 1 plus 4, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 3, 10 plus 1 carryover, that is 11. Again 1 carryover. The next 4 are 0 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2. 0 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 is 7. 1 carryover, that is equal to 8. The next 4 are 4 plus 0 plus 1 plus 4. 4 plus 0 plus 1 plus 4 is equal to 9. There is no carryover. The next 4 are 3 plus 4 plus 0 plus 1. 3 plus 4 plus 0 plus 1 is equal to 8. There is no carryover. And now I don't have 4. So now I'll take 3, which is 7. Then I'll take 2, which is again 7. And then I'll take only 1, which is 3. And that is my answer. 377,898,13974. That is the multiplication of this large number with 4 times 1. I repeat, we are not actually learning that what is the multiplication of a large number with 4 times 1. We are just learning the process which can help us do a lot many other things as well, which I'll tell you later, which can be useful for us. Okay. I am sure that you all have understood this process as well. If anyone is having a doubt, do tell me through the chat box. Do let me know. लिखिएगा उसके अंदर अगर आपको कोई भी doubt होता है, कोई भी problem होती है तो I would definitely explain that once again. Okay. So now, so unmanned says hello. How much you all scored on CAT? In every session you do that only, unmanned, right? I remember in yesterday's session you just hijacked whole session asking other people. So please. Let's focus upon the topic. There are other sessions in which we can talk about it. Let's not talk about CAT score and all. Okay. Let us now talk about 101. I'm sure this is understood to all. तो अब 101 के बारे में बात करते हैं. Let me just take up a number 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and now I am multiplying it with 101. What is the method to multiply by 101? That's what we are going to discuss now. That how can we derive 101? Of course, 101 can be written as 100 plus 1. You all know. So multiply a number by 100, multiply the number by 1, add them, and again you will see there is a process which can be followed there. There is a shortcut that can be made. I'm just telling you that what is to be done. ध्यान से सुनिएगा. Now because of this 0, there is some change in the method of this. Because of 0. This 4 would be written as it is जैसे पहले लिखते थे, but previously we used to do 4 plus 2. Now you don't do 4 plus 2, you write 2 as it is because there is a 0 in between, right? In between you would be writing 2 as it is rather than doing 4 plus 2. And then add 4 plus 1 except leaving 2 behind. 2 को आपने ऐड ही नहीं करना. It is like 1 के लिए ऐड करना है, 0 के लिए नहीं करना है. So 1, 0, 1. So 1 is added, 2 is not added, 4 is added. So 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Similarly, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Similarly, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Similarly, 3 plus nothing is 3 and 2 plus nothing is 2. So therefore my answer is 2, 3, 3, 5, 5, 2, 4. This is how we multiply the number by 101. I would repeat. First of all, we wrote 4 as it is. Then we wrote 2 also as it is. The reason is this time we have a 0 in between. If it was a triple 1, after 4 I would have done 4 plus 2. But because it is 101, after 4 I am writing 2 as it is. Then you do 4 plus 1, leaving the 2 in between because there is a 0 for that. Similarly, then you do 2 plus 3, leaving the 1 in between. Then you do 1 plus 2, leaving the 3 in between. Then you do 3 plus nothing, that is 3 itself. And then you do 2 plus nothing, that is 2 itself. That gives me the answer as 2, 3, 3, 5, 5, 2, 4. Can you all please tell me, is this understood or not? Please tell me through the chat box so that I can move ahead. And if this is understood, I have an expectation from all of you that you yourself will be able to make the product rule of 1001 or 10001 or 1101, because we have just discussed these things, that how do we make these rules. So in case of 1001, write 1000 plus 1, try to multiply number and see in what order the digits are being added. Then try to do it for 1101 as 1000 plus 100 plus 1 and see in what order they are being added. And every time you would see कि 0 के लिए digit skip होती रहेगी, 1 के लिए digit add होती रहेगी. So what pattern is being followed? Actually, you can make it by yourself as well. It's going to be pretty useful for you then. Okay. So Shraddha says clear, Yogesh, SSD, Kumarasan, they all are saying clear. Okay, then I'll move ahead from here. सम स्पेशल नंबर्स, यहां पे जब मैं बात कर रहा था इनके बारे में तो कुछ एक स्पेशल नंबर्स है जो मेरे दिमाग में आए, राइट. दो स्पेशल नंबर्स आर लाइक 101. 101 is a number which whenever is multiplied with a double digit number, let's say I multiply by 23, the double digit number would repeat itself. It will become 2323, right? You multiply any double digit number with it, it will become 2323. Similarly, 1001, when you multiply it by any triple digit number, the triple digit number would repeat itself, 234, 234, that way. 1001 is 234, 234, and 1001 is also important from one more perspective. It is the product of three consecutive primes. It is the product of three consecutive primes. So 1001 is 7 into 11 into 13. So whenever it is multiplied with a triple digit number, the triple digit number repeats itself. बेसिकली अगर बीच में आपके पास तीन जीरोस होंगी तो 4 डिजिट का कोई भी नंबर ले लीजिए, दैट वुड ऑल्सो रिपीट इटसेल्फ. सो द नंबर ऑफ जीरो से एक ज्यादा होना चाहिए, द नंबर विल एक्चुअली रिपीट इटसेल्फ. दिस इज व्हाट द प्रोसेस इज. रादर इस पे बेस्ड एक बार कैट में क्वेश्चन भी आता है, आई थिंक लास्ट ईयर कैट की ही कहानी है. द क्वेश्चन वाज दैट देयर इज अ 6 डिजिट नंबर and the 6 digit number is divisible by all primes below 15. It is divisible by all primes below 15. Now if it is divisible by all primes below 15, it is divisible by 2, it is divisible by 3, it is divisible by 7, 11, 13, and if it is divisible by 7, 11, 13, of course it is divisible by 1001, isn't it? It would definitely be divisible by 1001. And then he says कि उस 6 digit number में ये दोनों digits उसने बता दिया, they are 4 and 2. And because it is 2 and divisible, 5 से divisible, तो end में 0. 1001 है तो definitely 420, 420 तो possibility है ही. A triple digit number would repeat itself whenever you multiply by 1001. So it immediately became easy for a person who knew 1001, whenever it multiplies a number, it becomes 420, 420. Otherwise, the moment he says divisible by all primes below 15, we have to write all primes, we just multiply them, we try to find out their LCM. But actually, if you know a little bit about it, you are going to be pretty, relaxed with that, that okay, I already know about it. A triple digit number, whenever is multiplied with 1001, we have them repeated. See, music or even remember the answer for that. It is 420, 420. That's absolutely correct. So that was the question. They asked probably what is the first digit of the number. This is what the question was asking you. So that way, this 101, 1001, 10,001, these can be useful for you sometimes while doing these questions. I just give you an example of an actual CAT. Okay. Okay, so now whatever we have studied today, just two small questions based upon that, that how do we use them, right? In questions of CAT. CAT उन्हीं पे based एक अच्छा सा question कैसे बनाता है? Let's talk about it. Here is the first question. Have a look at it. If n is the product of all two-digit numbers whose unit digit is 2 less than the tens digit, then what is the remainder when n is divided by 25? Looks like a difficult question for me, isn't it? ठीक है, और यहां पे 2 डिजिट क्या, लेट मी मेक इट 3 डिजिट, थोड़ा और मुश्किल लगेगा आपको. n is the product of all 3-digit numbers whose unit digit is 2 less than the tens digit, then what is the remainder when n is divided by 25, right? So if you think about this question and try to solve it, it completely depends upon your approach. You might get this answer within 10 seconds. You might not get in this answer in 3 minutes as well, right? It completely depends upon the approach. What we studied today, actually, that's very useful for you here. If you remember that, if you apply that, probably you can do it in 10 seconds. How I would do such a question, right? The point is, when he says all three-digit numbers whose unit digit is 2 less than the tens digit, that means the unit digit can be 0, tens can be 2, unit can be equal to 1, tens can be 3. Similarly, they can be 2 and 4. Similarly, they can be 3 and 5. Similarly, they can be 4 and 6. Similarly, they can be 5 and 7. And if there is a number ending with 75, it is divisible by 25, the remainder is 0. Among all those numbers, I would be having a number ending with 75. And I talked about this. A number which is divisible by 25 will be ending with a 00, or it will be ending with a 25, or it will be ending with a 50, or it will be ending with a 75. तो बीच में कोई ना कोई नंबर तो होगा जो 75 पे एंड करेगा. The moment I get a number which is ending with 75, that will give me a remainder of 0 by 25. और अगर कोई भी नंबर मुझे 0 का रिमाइंडर दे रहा है 25 से, so whole product is going to give me a remainder of 0. That becomes the answer for this question. Now, I don't know in which category you would put this question. Just for this session, I made this question. क्लास से 15 मिनट पहले मैंने सोचा है इस पे बेस्ड कोई एक अच्छा सा क्वेश्चन बना के पूछता हूं. तो किस पे बेस्ड है ये? सिर्फ इस चीज पे बेस्ड है कि कोई भी 25 का अगर मल्टीपल है, it will be ending with 00, 25, 50 or 75. And CAT has asked questions like these before as well. There is a question of CAT that using 0, 1, 2, 7 and 8 and 5, something like this, right? How many 4-digit numbers can be made which are divisible by 125? How many 4-digit numbers can be made which are divisible by 125? Now, what kind of numbers are divisible by 125? The numbers ending with 125, the numbers ending with 250, or the numbers ending with 375, or the numbers ending with 500, or 625, और 750 और 875. अब यहां से आप 375 एंड करने वाले तो बना नहीं सकते, 500 वाले नहीं बना सकते, 625 वाले नहीं बना सकते. तो ये चार तरह के नंबर्स बनेंगे, वो गिन लेते हैं, उससे हमारा आंसर आ जाएगा. द ओनली लॉजिक दैट वी कुड यूज हियर इज a number which is divisible by 125 is actually ending with 125, 250, 375, 500, 625, 750, 875 और 000. 000 तो यहाँ पॉसिबल नहीं था इसलिए मैंने लिखा नहीं. So that is one of the concepts that can be used in these questions. Okay, let me give you another question based upon this. एक और question देखिए जरा एक बार ये. What is the 42nd digit from the right of 1111 is written 72 times and then it is squared. 1111 is written 72 times. जरा एक बार आंसर बताओ इसका सोच के. 1111 is written 72 times. So basically there is a large number of 72 digits. Okay, and that large number is squared. If that large number is squared, in that case, what will be the 42nd digit from the right of that number? Now, looking at this number, you might feel, ये कैसे होगा question? It looks a difficult question. 42nd digit from the right, how would we calculate that? ये तो बड़ा मुश्किल टाइप का लग रहा है हम लोगों को. Okay, so I'll straight away explain it to you कि क्या तरीका है इसको करने का. The point is, हमने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले डिस्कस किया, let us say if this is the number and I'm multiplying it by 4 times 1, how do we do that? We write 4 as it is, then we do 4 plus 5 and we write here. We do 4 plus 5 plus 2, we write here. We do 4 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1 and we write here. And then we add the next pair of 4 because there were only 4 times 1. If there were 5 times 1, my fifth digit would have been the sum of these 5, right? If there were 6 times 1, my sixth digit would have been sum of these 6. अगर 7 times 1 होता तो मैं 7 digits को add करके 7th digit लिखता. I mean, my digit would actually be equal to as many digits are being added there, because it depends upon क्या multiply किससे कर रहे हैं, with which number are you multiplying. Here in this question he says 111111 is written 72 times and it is multiplied with the same number because it is squared. He says what is 42nd digit from the right. What is the first digit from the right? ध्यान से देखना, first digit from the right is 1 as it is. What is the second digit from the right? Is 1 plus 1, 2. What is the third digit from the right? It is 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. What is the fourth digit from the right? It is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 4. How many times I'll make such a pair? Because I'm multiplying with a number which is having 72 times 1. I will keep doing this unless I have added 72 ones together, right? I'll keep doing this unless I have added 72 ones together. So when I am saying 42nd digit from the right, so chalte chalte jab 42nd digit from the right aayega, can I say at this place 111111 would be added 42 times? By 1 is added 1 time, you got the first digit. 1 is added 2 times, you got the second digit. 1 is added 3 times, you got the third digit. 1 is added 4th time, you got the fourth digit. 1 is added 42 times, you will get the 42nd digit. Isn't it? 1 plus 1 plus 1. Are you getting it, guys? I don't see any messages in the chat box. समझ आ रही ना मेरी बात जो मैं कह रहा हूं? Are you able to understand my point? When 1 is added 42 times, that will make the 42nd digit. But 1 is added 42 times, the sum is 42. So shouldn't it be 2 straight away? No. The point is at the place before that, 1 would have been added 41 times. So that would have sent a carryover of 4 ahead. भाई 41 थोड़ी लिखा होगा हम लोगों ने. 41 में पीछे से भी कुछ कैरी ओवर आया होगा 3 या 4 का. वो 4 का कैरी ओवर आने के बाद आगे 4 कैरी ओवर गया होगा. So the digit here would be 42 plus 4, that is 46. तो यहां 6 आएगा and 4 will be sent a carry over for the next digit once again, but I am just concerned about this digit. So this 42nd digit from the right is equal to 6. From CAT's perspective, I would probably call this question as a difficult question. Because if you do not know this thing that we just discussed, probably this question would be very difficult for anyone. नहीं, बहुत मुश्किल नहीं होगा इसको करना अगर मेरे को ये नहीं आता करना जो इसके बारे में मैंने अभी बात की, right? So by this logic, I am getting 6 as the answer because the sum of 42 times 1 will be 42. But उसके पिछले वाले ने भी 4 carry over send किया होगा. 42 plus 4 would have become 46, and because of that 6 would be written, 4 would be sent as a carry over ahead, and my answer is 6 here. This is how these concepts are used, though they might look pretty easy to you. They might be used within the questions, but they might be used at single questions as well in the manner that I have just discussed with all of you. Okay, everyone, I am sure that you have understood the concept. This was all for today. I'm sure you liked the class. We will be having more such classes in the coming days. I'll be taking 4 or 5 classes on calculation skills as well. I will tell, as I told you in the beginning, अभी तो हम लोगों ने कुछ ही चीजें पढ़ी हैं, आगे जाके हम लोग और भी चीजें पढ़ेंगे, स्क्वायर्स क्यूब्स के तरीके भी पढ़ेंगे. So keep coming to these sessions, keep calling other guys as well, whoever is your friend or anyone is preparing for CAT 23, please tell them. Rather, these are the things, not only anyone preparing for CAT, if you are preparing for any other exam, even people who are in 8th, 9th, 10th, etc., probably these can be useful for them as well. नहीं, घर में कोई छोटा बच्चा भी है अगर आपके, तो वो भी अगर देखेगा तो उसको भी इसमें से कुछ समझ आएगा, which might be useful for him. इससे कॉन्फिडेंस बहुत इंप्रूव होता है कि yes we are able to do fast things. उससे ना बच्चों को ज्यादा सीखने को मिलता है. Okay. Now, if you are looking appearing for IFT 2023, yes, we are doing the complete revision for that from 10th to 17th December. Every day 7 p.m. we are taking a session on that. Join us there, guys. Also, for ZET 2023, if you are appearing, so there is a All India Open mock from 14th to 23rd of December. You must write that. I'm sure it is going to be very useful for all of you. Also, if anyone is preparing for CAT 2023, We do provide a comprehensive program for that, and I would request all of you to just go to BYJU'S Exam Prep app, check the details of it, and you will find it is actually comprehensive, not just by name. The kind of facilities which are given in the batch, a learning tablet, classroom sessions, mock tests, etc. There are a lot many things which will be given to you, and already you know all the faculties who are teaching here. They all are taking sessions on YouTube. You all know them personally. So I am sure that this is probably the best bet for you if you are preparing for CAT 23. We are also there on all these media handles, guys. You can find us on YouTube, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and Play Store as well. And that is all from my side, guys. Thank you very much. I'm sure you all loved this session, and I'm sure you would be there with me once again next week with the next part of this. Till then, bye bye and take care. Have a good day. We'll meet soon in the next session. Bye, everyone.